You've got to love Miami. I mean, this was a good escalation. The Unpalatable Termination, it was just straightforward. You've got 2 targets to begin with, you've got 1 disguise, 1 weapon, nice and simple. The 1 weapon as well is good because it's an unsilenced or non-silenced shotgun, so it was brilliant just in the sense that you've got to commit the kills, but you've also got to make sure that you're fast because you're going to get caught if you hang around. And also it taught me that doors can be quite an issue in this game. So I've got the shotgun in the briefcase, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the first target, who's a food vendor. Now he's just in the doorway to the left. I use instinct here just to demonstrate it, and as you can see we're going to go through the door, and I actually overcomplicate this kill, and you'll see on levels 2 and 3 I actually simplify it much more. But this first one, what I decided to do was lure him in using the briefcase. There's a fuse box there, so you don't have to do it this way. And after you've lured him in like that, all you have to do is use the shotgun. Now, I could have got it out here, I could have shot him here, but for whatever reason I decided, nope, I'm going to actually knock him out. So I didn't even knock him out neatly, I knocked him out from behind like that, and that was weird. So yeah, not the cleanest of kills. I'm going to shoot him, put him in the crate, hide the shotgun, we're going to move on. So the second target is event security, and he hangs around by the porta potties, are they called? I don't know what they are, the portable toilets up the far end. So yeah, it's not a hard target to find. You've probably knocked him out a dozen times. I think it was probably the first one they knocked out in the demo. So yeah, nothing too complicated here. Main idea you've got to do is just go through the doorway just up ahead and lure him behind to knock him out. Now I actually made a little error here. I bought the breach charge, which helped me along, but I should have bought a lockpick really. It would have made the whole thing a lot easier. So I do that for future levels, and I would advise you to do the same. Also, he didn't come to investigate the coin because he had the breach charge. So again, that had a little issue because, you know, I could have actually shot him here. It wouldn't have penalised me because he wouldn't have seen the kill. So yeah, I just made this a lot muckier than it needed to be. To be honest, an easier way would have been to actually use the other dumpster. That would have been just a little bit nearer. I wouldn't have had to go using the breach charge, and he would have gone over to investigate it. So yeah, this could have been a lot tidier. You're going to see in levels 2 and 3 it gets a lot neater, a lot faster. Plus I think that just sums up the problems I had. Yeah, you know, 2 shots to kill 1 target, come on. So yeah, and just to compound my misery here, I forgot what the nearest exit was, so I decided to go all the way to the front. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it's not the easiest one to get to if you're talking about the one with the crowbar exit, or if you're talking about the ambulance exit, but I could have done much better. And I did muck up a bit with the crowbar exit in level 2, so yeah, I really wish I'd tidied this up a bit, but we'll get there. I'll explain what I could do better as I go along. So we're nearly there. I'm just do you ever do this when you play a game and you just think, why did I do this? Well, the trouble is I'm trying to demonstrate why this is a good playthrough, and I can't actually defend it. So yeah, level 1, I've done this in about 3 minutes, I'm guessing 17, 18, and really I could have done it in 2 minutes under quite easily. So yeah, oopsie on my part. But yeah, we're going to see the scores, and obviously we're going to get the standard pop-ups. But yeah, I enjoyed it, good level 1. So we're going to move on to level 2. We're going to have an additional target, and we're also going to have an added condition. So nothing too complicated. I do believe the added condition was that you are not allowed to, I think it was pacify non-targets. So we'll have to check that, but I'll put a little note on the screen. But it wasn't that difficult a complication. I think it might have even been that you had to make sure no bodies were found. So nothing too complicated, like I say. So again, we're going to get the briefcase, and we're going to rinse and repeat a little bit from the first level. So yeah, I got stuck on I'm getting stuck on objects all the way through this playthrough. It's really annoying. So going to the food vendor area, we're going to tidy it up this time, because like I say, that first playthrough was messy. So we're going to just go through here, turn on the fuse box, or turn it off even. That'll bring him in here, and as soon as he comes inside, we can shoot him. So you might be thinking, well, bodies found and all that. From what I can tell, nobody can actually see in this room, so as soon as you shoot him, you're alright. So here we go, bang, put him in the crate. I would drop the shotgun just in case you're wary of being caught holding it. But as soon as you know you're safe, pick it up, put it in the briefcase, we're going to move on. So we're now going to the new target because he's pretty much on the way. So we're just going to go through the crowds and we're going to go up a level. I actually got a bit confused at this point because, again, this was a first playthrough, I didn't have to repeat this. So yeah, he's in the press box area. Well, I wouldn't even call it the press box area, I think it's the race area where you can actually stop the race. So yep, go through the doors. The one who we need is the one who gets affected by the fuse box. So just turn the fuse box off again. I feel like there's a running theme here. Yep, so as soon as he comes in, you can use the shotgun on him again. Now the beauty of using the shotgun in this area is that as soon as you've used it, the other guy in that room, he becomes... he doesn't realise you're trespassing. So yeah, it's quite a good way of doing it. Now I didn't realise this, so if I was you, I would actually just take the shot as soon as he walks in. But here I waited for the door shut and then I started dragging him. So yeah, if you want to try and take the shot when he walks through, you probably would get away with it. I would make sure he's out of the line of sight of the door, just in case the non-target turns around and sees the body, and then you're in trouble. But yeah, I would take the risk and shoot him earlier than I did. Anyway, moving on, and we're back to the final target. And we've seen this one already, plus the fact that I didn't want to go through the same kerfuffle as level 1. I go through the door up ahead and it's quite a bit simpler. So as you can see, go through it, and I'm just going to chuck the briefcase down here. Or, no, I even used a coin, I thought I was going to use the briefcase. So yeah, nothing complicated here. Just stand here, just chill for a bit, you know, no hurry or anything. If anything, this guy takes about 3 lifetimes to get up and move. So as soon as he moves, all you gotta do is get the shotgun out. As soon as he walks past you, actually, get the shotgun out, poof, gone. And that's level 3. Oh, sorry, level 2. I think I'm wishing it was level 3. Yeah, so at this point, jump over the wall, and we're going to try and get to the crowbar. Now, I got a little bit confused here, I must admit, and this is where I believe I got it all confused in my head, because I've just remembered one of the conditions is that as soon as you get into the food vendor disguise, you cannot change disguises. So I wish I brought that up sooner. And the reason why I got confused is I was going to try and take this guy's disguise, and then I remembered. So I did actually knock him out, which wasn't great. And then I realised, oh damn, I've left a body. So it wasn't messy as such, but I really wish I had remembered, because it would have just saved 30 seconds or more. So yeah, there's a crowbar just up ahead, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the crowbar, and that will be our exit strategy. So I thought I grabbed it once, I'm going to say here we go. And yeah, the crowbar exit is a little bit harder to get to in this disguise. We're not talking massive difficulty spikes naturally, you can't walk through there directly, you've just got to go all the way around. So nothing major, it's just when you've wasted time, you don't want to waste any more time. So yeah, there we go, exit mission, that's level 2 done. So level 3, now again we've got one more target, plus we have got added conditions. Again, I'll put them on the screen just because I played this a couple of days ago and I can't remember the exact conditions for level 3. So general gist is what we're going to do is we've got one more target who's an event security guard up in the press area, pretty much where that new target's just been. So the idea is we've just got to be a little bit clever around him. You know, he's not the easiest to get to. What I actually decided is to use pneumatic syringe, so I'll show you exactly the kill method, because pneumatic syringe sounds one very simple route, whereas it does get a little bit more complicated than you might believe. So again, there's a bit of rinse and repeat about this escalation, which is one of the reasons I like it, because the kills are pretty repeatable. You don't have to change it for a level 2. So yeah, again, this one, talk about that guy was just like, alright, you haven't bumped into a door, you haven't bumped into a wall, so I'm going to stand here and make sure you bump into me. Anyway, we're moving into here, we're going to turn the fuse box on, and as I said, we're going to use the shotgun pretty much straight away to take this guy out, because there's no real need to hang around. So pull it out of the briefcase. As soon as he comes into the room, just aim, shoot, and it's an easy kill. So I'm just waiting for him to turn up, because I don't know what it is with NPCs, but a lot of them are really reacting slow at the moment. Anyway, bang, dead. I actually love how he slumps on that thing. It just looks so much like he's relaxed instead of, you know, dead. Anyway, put him in the crate. I've even taken my time to put the shotgun in the briefcase. We're going to run out, and we're going to go for the second, well, we're going to go into the area of the second target, but we aren't actually going to take him out yet. We're going to go up to that area simply because the new target is up there as well. So go through the doors. There we go. So we go up, and again, target's there, but we are going to leave him for last this time, only because it's going to get a little bit complicated if we try and deal with him now. So what I'll do is I'll move past this guard. I'm going to use my pistol. I did use a Krugermeyer to make that guard stall a bit. I didn't want him looking this way, so I thought if I shoot there, he won't turn around or go on a different route fast. That gave me time to use the emetic syringe on the target, and we're going to go down here. We're going to go through the door. There's a camera just above us, so we're going to take that out. And the general idea is we're going to wait until he's in the area and then take out the third target. Now the third target's the one who was in the first level, so around here by the porta potties. So again, throw the briefcase. I said throw the briefcase because I knew it was the only thing we got this time. I'm having rotten luck at the moment again with going into dumpsters and closets, so yeah, 47 decided he wanted to go for a dumpster dive. But yeah, wait until he's comes around here. We're going to withdraw the shotgun from the briefcase, shoot him by the dumpster, and that's the second kill completed. Now the beauty of doing it this way is that the target, who we've used the emetic syringe on, he's down here, and even though he's been poisoned, he'll immediately forget about the poison and he will come to investigate. So I was a little bit confused, I will admit, but then I saw him and I was like, hey, he's here. I thought he'd come the other way. So yeah, pull the shotgun out again, bang, dead, put him in the dumpster, and that's 2 for 2. Then all you gotta do is the final method, which we've used in level 2, to take out the final target. So, like I say, I feel like this is very much a rinse and repeat escalation. One of the things I don't like about escalations is when you have to come up with 3 different routes, because if anything, I think it's time consuming. You don't want to be doing 3 different routes if you can avoid it. I mean, from a YouTuber point of view, it's good for the fact that if I'm doing levels 1, 2 and 3 in a video, I do like being able to say, right, there are 3 different routes for this, because it does sort of validate doing all 3 in the video. However, from a player point of view, I absolutely love it when you can use the same strategy 3 times. I mean, when you think about it, I've done the same kill for each of the 3 targets, plus the new one. So there's nothing overly complicated about it. All it is just basically fine-tuning what mistakes you've made. I mean, as I've said, shoot him as soon as he comes through the door, that's what I did there. You know, you're basically improving on the little errors you made, and it's just fantastic from a player point of view being able to do that. So, as you can see, we've killed all the targets, we're going to make our way to the exit, and at this point the nearest exit is the front exit, so I'm heading that way. To be frank, there's no real near exit at this point. You know, you've got bad choices in every direction, so that was just the easiest of the bad bunch. So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to highlight a statistic again that when I've been looking at me analytics on YouTube, I haven't been getting a lot of subscriptions from people who watch my videos. So if you are one of those who just watches them but doesn't really think about subscribing, just remember, I never ask you to click the bell. If you click the bell, it means you're going to get pestered every time I release a video about anything you don't like, whereas all I ask for is the subscription, just so that essentially improving the chances that my videos will get out to people, but you aren't necessarily going to be bombarded by them, so please keep that in mind. Anyway, other than that, like the video as well, because I always enjoy a like. I think it's a good way of saying, yep, well done, appreciate the work there. So, thank you very much, hope to see you in another video. It's been Josh, bye for now everyone.